Hello and welcome to another match of the Galactic Pod Racing Tournament. I am King Beandip. With me is Domire.
Hello.
Today we have Belle and Shorty. This is the first match of the lower losers bracket.
Yes. It gets a bit wordy sometimes there.
We have so many brackets now, it's confusing.
Gotta keep
See,
track
we're
of 4
starting out
different
on
branches.
Yep. We're starting out on Gauntlet. Interesting choice.
Yeah, I can see how they got there. I don't really understand it per se.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
We just need Belle to ready up in there.
Yep.
So how are you feeling about this match?
Well, I actually haven't seen Shorty play before.
Oh, okay.
So this will be a first for me. I commentated Belle's last match. And I feel like she did pretty good.
Belle really stood a solid chance at winning that last match.
Yeah, it was really close. But yeah, it went to 9.
Yeah. It was a really good match. Really good.
Yep.
All right, so the countdown was given, so it looks like Shorty's restarting for it. All right.
Looks like here we go. Oh geez, I'm watching the wrong stream again. I need to pause Twitch. All right.
Do
Sorry,
something
guys.
to prevent it.
I need Twitch open to look at comments, and then I get really confused. It happens every time.
I understand how it goes. All right, so Gauntlet, very interesting track. It's very long, very particular about the pathing that you take. But it's not too horribly difficult, which I think does not spell good news for Shorty. Because Shorty's going to need Belle to make consistent mistakes to have a chance in any race. So right now you can already see how big of a lead that is, where Shorty's coming up to a section that Belle was at maybe like 20 or so seconds ago.
Yeah. We apologize for the audio. Neither player, for some reason, was able to get audio working before the match.
Yeah. This is very unfortunate. Yeah, we were actually talking about how we're going to have to make all the noises ourselves here. Bella going around my least favorite turn on Gauntlet. I hate that left turn. Deceptively difficult to do correctly.
Shorty is on an N64 emulator, which is it's the first time anybody's done that in tournament.
Yeah, and for good reason, to be fair. Who built it death there?
I think Digital played on Switch one year.
I want to say he did. Possibly it was the year I originally joined, or the year before, one of the two.
Yeah, maybe. And I think that's the only other time somebody has not used PC for tournament.
I'm surprised Nacho hasn't done a Switch one randomly.
This is true.
Maybe I should someday, if I ever get to face like a lower bracket player again, I'll just be like, all right, Switch match, let's go. See what happens. Could be fun.
Shorty narrowly surviving the door into the tube. This tube is really difficult for new players. It is also really difficult for experienced players.
It's a very weird tube because on the one hand, once you like have a definitive path and you're on a decent FPS and traction setup for it, it's very consistent, right? But if you go in there with slightly wrong setups or slightly bad lines or whatever in the tube, it'll just take you out.
Yeah, or with a pod you're not as familiar with.
Yeah, a
It's-
pod, especially somebody like Mars, who obviously we're not seeing here right now, but Mars has a very difficult time making it through that tube, especially when people use IFPS on the skip.
uh-huh.
Oof, very easy to die. But yeah, let's see how Belle handles it on lap 2 here.
Here we
Hopefully
go.
doesn't die at the end this time. Oh,
Whoa! Oh no!
oh, wow. That was a violent crash.
What TFPS is Belle on?
That's a
She
great
looks really
question.
loose.
Yeah,
Like
this
I'm not used to seeing the tube look that loose.
this is like 2480 almost, except for the fact that that boost holds easy, which is
Uh-huh.
also confusing me.
Who
It's
knows?
very inconsistent between those two facts.
Uh-huh. Unless she's like going through the tube holding down slide, which
That's
is an option.
misguided as a principle. Belle's been messing up that jump every time. Has not gotten it without losing nose down once.
Yeah. Of course, it's much more important that she gets this boost, but
Yeah, yeah, but it does still hurt,
yeah,
especially when if you were playing a more skilled player. Now, Shorty, very new to tournament. This is his first year in tournament, and he hadn't been in the server for that long prior to tournament starting either. So
yeah.
it's not like a Harold or a Nate Man situation where they've been able to play for the past year.
And Shorty was a last minute sign up to the tournament,
Yes, very late sign up.
so didn't get hardly any time to prepare for anything.
Yep. So I hope we see him again in the future as well, and maybe he'll have some more time to practice before any future tournament. But we're still happy to have him here, of course. Any player is always welcome here.
I don't really remember if Crypto ran on PS4.
He very well could have, but I
I
can't recall if he did for tournament or not. I know
I
he
am
does typically.
I am pretty sure nobody has run on Xbox.
That is very true. Okay, a
All right,
525 from Bell. All
not bad,
right.
not bad.
Yeah, especially considering I think there was 3 deaths, I want to say.
Uh-huh.
So 3 deaths, that's roughly 12 to 15 or so seconds. Could have been a, 5, almost 10, really.
Looks like Shorty doesn't know the fast route through this part.
Yeah, but in getting sniped by the meteor shower over here.
Yeah. Oh, come on, get the boost.
Oh,
Barely.
there we go.
That was close.
Yeah, that was
Um,
about to be a really long journey.
do you know what control method Shorty is using?
I have not asked him.
Let's see here. It should be on the sign-up sheet.
Should be.
N64 controller.
Is it like one of those Switch controllers that hooks up to the PC
I
or
don't
something
know.
like
On a
that?
sign-up, he said N64 controller.
Hmm.
That's definitely a handicap.
That's the understatement of the century. Oh, manages to slow down enough to make it through the bowl there. I thought he was about to go around and around for a couple of times.
I really don't know which is worse, N64 controller or Dreamcast controller.
I've never handled a Dreamcast controller, but from everything everybody's ever told me, it sounds just as nightmarish.
Like, the
Except
controller itself
for
is really nice. The problem is that the only problem is the same problem the N64 controller have, is that the analog stick only goes to like 80%. So you can barely charge a boost, and only if you're going almost dead straight.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's a
think
nightmare.
Dreamcast itself kind of exasperates the issue, if I'm not mistaken. Because I mean, N64 seems to have an easier time charging those down, even on the OEM
All right,
controllers than Dreamcast.
738.
0.79.
Oh, oops.
I don't think he's gone past the screen for us
Uh,
to know. He put the time in, but I
I
don't.
don't know how many times he died, but it's not
Yeah,
zero.
it's not zero. I can tell you that much. It is not 0.
Shorty, go past the screen. We need to see your time. Okay, 793. That's I got it from his personal stream here.
There you go. Oh wow, we can see it almost. Wait, okay. Ozzy with the 746. Very, very nice. Okay, so we got some perma bans coming in. Shorty banning Baruch Host, Belle banning Grabvine Gateway. What is with these people on banning Barunda? It's the best
All right,
planet. Come on.
Inferno and Fire Mountain on
Come
the
on,
way
finish
here.
it off. Yeah, finish it off. Oh,
Bunta
Bunta
Classic.
Classic.
Oh,
Okay.
that would
So we
almost
won't have a full Barunda ban.
count. And
Inferno.
Inferno. We
So
banned 3 of
FMR is the
four.
only option.
That's great.
Amazing. Okay, Shorty bans Ben. Very, very common ban at all levels of play.
If this were a Magius match, we know he would be choosing Fire Mountain at some point.
Oh yeah. Then he'd be playing like Toy Dampener for some reason.
Uh-huh.
All right, so we got Bunta Training Course being temp banned from Belle. Let's see what Shorty's got up his sleeves today. Oh,
Oh boy.
that's a whoa.
All right, we don't know what the track is, but Aldarbido, Juan Sandage, Sebulba, and Teamto have been banned.
They're currently sitting
what is
in the
going on here?
plausibly banned list of pods.
We're burning 2 forces on the first pick here.
And I can't think of a single category that those would overlap on.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't know either. I guess we'll find out.
Oh no! Oh, he
okay.
canceled some of those.
Okay, we still have Sebulba banned.
And Odie.
I'm very confused. I agree, Yam. These are 6 headbands. They're just transcending what I'm capable of understanding.
That's right. Anakin has been changed to Anakin. Oh, sorry. Odie has been changed to Anakin. I don't know what's going on here. He hasn't picked the track yet.
Nope. It has not said what track he wants to play. Just gonna throw that out there. Okay. Scrappers run with Anakin, Sebulba, and Ben all having been banned.
Cool.
Meaning that, in theory, you would choose Bulls here.
I don't think that's how it's going to play out, though.
I don't think it is either. I'm not sure how it's going to play out. But I can tell you right now, people want to say, oh, yeah, you can just go Mars as a good backup character here. This is true, but Mars actually has a proclivity for dying on a specific section of Scrapper's Run when you just turn. You don't even have to, tilt.
Yeah, people are afraid of that turn.
For good reason. You just turn and hit the ceiling and die. It's like, what?
Bull's Roar is also bad at that turn.
Yeah, but at least he doesn't die as often to it. Like,
yeah.
Mars is just so big.
All right, are we going to see like Bullseye or something? Mars.
Okay, so Mars that is Mars. I kind of am curious if we're going to end up seeing that death happen. And Shorty has stated he's choosing Bullseye in the tournament live chat, although he has not picked Bullseye yet. Yeah, I don't know who to pick here either. Anakin and Sebulba were kind of on my list.
Teamto was not banned.
Teamto was unbanned. He was just
Yeah,
temporarily selected and then unselected.
just trying to psych out Belle. I think that's what's going on here.
It's what we like to call mind
Oh.
games.
Belle is switching to Beto?
Aldar? What? Why not
Okay.
just Bulls at that point? Like Aldar is hardly
Oh,
better
no.
to control. It means
Yeah,
a little bit.
Don't Beto and Bulls have like identical handling stats?
Pretty close. Bulls is slightly worse, if I remember correctly.
Anyway,
they're both.
I'm okay with Beto. Like he
I
is
would
one of the
rather.
coolest spots. Visually.
Yeah. I would rather see Beto than Mars here, anyways, because Beto's faster, regardless. Oh well, not when you fly off the track, though.
Yeah, that doesn't help things. All right, countdown is starting, so we should be off in just a moment.
All right. This ought to be.
Why isn't he picking Teamto? Like,
we all know Teamto's like the best pot after Ren. I mean, come on. Oh. This ought to be very fun. Regardless of anything, this ought to be very fun.
I actually don't like the bullseye pick from Shorty.
Bullseye is
I feel like
turn too much.
Yeah, I feel like the problem some more rookie players have, especially if they have a subpar control method, is they choose a really agile pod because it's supposedly easier, but then they're too twitchy for the control method.
Yeah, I personally struggle to use Bullseye on most tracks myself. Oh, okay. Both dying in different ways to the what's that wall always called?
Hey, Shorty is in the lead.
Yeah, and Belle falls off.
Belle fell off again.
Falling off through the side of there always feels like such a scam. It's like, what do you mean you put these big wires here and I can still just fall through?
Bullseye does have really good acceleration, which is nice when you're dying a lot.
And very much contrary to Bullseye, Aldar has atrocious acceleration.
Oh. All right, Belle takes the lead.
Yep.
All right, Shorty won lap 1.
I think that should count as a third of a point.
Yeah. I'm glad that's not how it works.
What do you mean that's not how it works?
What a nightmare that would be to keep track of.
Yeah, that would be terrible. Oh, dying on the inside turn of that. That was for reference to people in the chat. That was the turn I was talking about that Mars tends to die in the ceiling of. He just, you turn and his engines stick up like he's tilting and he just dies. I have that problem in hundo runs. If I don't pay attention, I'll just clip the ceiling and pass away.
Oh, that's right. Belle is on reduced draw distance.
It also looks a bit pixelated, but I don't know if that's just the restream being that way or if that's like the actual quality of the game.
Yeah, who knows?
Be a bit unfortunate.
I do love how in these old games the draw distance, like things outside of your view, are foggy. It fades into fog. I don't think I'm aware of any modern games that do that.
All right, Belle coming in with a 223.953.
Cool. This was a good pick for Shorty, I think.
I think it was, actually, because he's going to end up way closer than the previous race would have made you expect. Within 24 seconds compared to, what was the last one? Over 2 minutes behind on the last one. So that's obviously a very massive difference there. Be interesting to see what he goes for this time. I hope it's continued Ben bans, honestly. Oh.
But yeah,
Digital's
Belle.
not going to be very happy with us. Fud saying has been banned.
Bravo. Oh no, sorry, Digital. And Mongaza has been banned.
Yep. Belle taking out Mongaza.
Oh boy.
Hovering over AMR, and that's what we're going with. Andobi Mountain Run with no Fud saying.
This will be interesting.
I honestly don't know who these two are going to choose, because even though Ben's available, he is not the most friendly pod to pick here.
I'll bet Belle goes Ben.
I think Shorty's probably going to stay on Bullseye if I just had to guess, but maybe I'm wrong.
Not a
We'll
bad
see.
pick.
I would say Mars or Bullseye would both be good picks here for somebody who's not going to be very used to Canyon. Which, at the end of the day, most people are not very used to Canyon. Ugh. What a track.
Hey, the Long Canyon is easy.
This is true. The Long Canyon is easy.
It's also really long.
Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little bit. All right. We do have Ben.
Shorty says he's going with Ben.
So a Ben Mir on AMR.
Boy.
We get to see some snow. That'll be nice.
Yep.
Wish we could have snow.
I want some snow. Wait, the snow continues to fall while paused. That's
interesting. Does the rain do the same thing? I guess it probably does.
I don't know.
I don't know either. I haven't played on the N64 version in so long.
Why doesn't PC have snow? The snow even stops when you go through tunnels.
The snow it shows up, and when Lightning and I were messing around with it one time, it seemed like it was what the game was trying to draw to, like, was just the incorrect size, and then would just poof. So, like, if you set some specific thing that I don't remember, Lightning would have to give you better details. So like, the base resolution of the game, it, like, kind of works.
So the snow doesn't work on PC because of a bug.
Yeah.
Oh, fun.
They didn't know what they were doing, and therefore it did not work. Now, the rain, I think they just eviscerated that from existence, and I don't know why. It's like, come on. The rain's so cool.
Yeah. I can imagine that this type of effect is very sensitive to resolution changes.
Yeah.
Because it's just drawn on top of everything.
Yeah. I can imagine, especially going back and having to program this back in the day, how that would become an issue.
Yeah.
Plausibly become an issue.
It's not a particle effect, really. Alright. Here we go.
I think that
Both
was like
players
just
are off.
0.7 or something like that.
Shorty struggling to boost because of his N64 controller.
I went too far.
Man, like, boost. There, he got it.
Okay.
And then he died there. Like, once you start boosting on a controller like that, you just want to hold it forever, but then you die.
Yeah, you don't want to let it go because it took you so long to get it out in the first place.
It's a curse on both ends.
You're like, no, I finally boosted. Let me just boost. I've never been able to get over the fact that that's the way they thought would be like most entertaining to play the game. You have to hold forward on a stick to charge boost. It's such a strange choice.
It's really cool.
It's cool, but it's not convenient.
That's why it's cool. I actually really like that it makes it even harder on an analog stick.
Okay, Belle playing Canyon quite safe and slow, which for this match is exactly what I was hoping to see.
Yep, got a random tilt in there for some reason.
Notice that that's a problem that people have at some skill levels where you'll just like tilt while turning kind of on some weird reflex.
Yeah.
It's kind of a strange phenomenon. Like you expect the tilting to increase your turn rate or something, and then you just end up making your situation worse. Ooh.
Shorty just holding down the gas through this canyon.
You know what? Fair enough. I can't really judge it. Opting not to go for a tent. That's. I want to say that's going to be 7 seconds of time loss, but realistically, it's going to be more than that.
Yeah, I don't even know.
If you just take it at face value and you assume you didn't make any mistakes, it's like 7 or so seconds to not take tent at the like a relatively higher skill level of playing. But if you're going to take really bad routing and die and whatnot, obviously it's going to lose some more time than 7 seconds.
I can sympathize with his controller issues because I played with I used Dreamcast for a tournament match against digital ones.
It was the amateur circuit no upgrades one, correct?
Yeah, and what a nightmare that was. I could barely ever boost.
The last time I played N64, the only thing I did was try Ubuntu Training Course, and I couldn't get a time below 1:40 because my controller is that bad. Like it just, I couldn't do anything. I was like, why? Made me appreciate the times that Draco and Wouter and all the rest of the N64 people got, and of course, I mean, we'll just not even include Hayu in that conversation. That means
Hayu actually manages it.
Hayu just looks like he doesn't have any issues, and you're just like, what do you mean?
All right, Shorty is going for the. Wait, this is the Long Canyon, but he took a slight shortcut to get there. If it saves him from dying once, then it's a time save.
It did not save him from dying.
That's unfortunate.
It is unfortunate. And Belle coming in with a 408.
All right, Shorty has one more lap here. Again, not using tent.
Somewhat curious if Shorty's really aware that tent exists.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think I was aware of it when I was younger.
Oh, really?
I don't think I ever took tent, no.
I had fun with it. I was... yeah, I explored all of these tracks pretty thoroughly looking for shortcuts when I was younger.
The only one that I remember going for that's like a shortcut is on Sunken City and Bumpy's Breakers. I didn't take shortest cut or shorter cut, but I took shortcut.
Okay. I did discover the Bumpy's Breakers skip when I was
really
young. Yeah. I remember doing it with Neva because I always use Neva for everything. But yeah, I was like, oh, cool. Well, that's cheating.
Wow.
Glad it worked, but I'll just do the race now.
How could you? I was not a very creative child when it came to any gaming. The one thing that I did do though is I actually went on Ubuntu Training Course and tested every pod after I had beaten the game to try to figure out what was the fastest. So I had a pretty okay tier list compared to what the actual meta is. Like I had Ben in as the fastest and whatnot because it's very easy to get figured out that Ben is the fastest.
I was just convinced that Bulls was the fastest.
He just feels like he should be faster because he's an absolute brick to control. All All right, we got a 625.114.
Ooh.
Interesting. I forgot to change the points on race 2. My bad, guys. That's race 3, so it's 3-0. So we got at least 2 more races still.
It would be really cool if we have 3 more races.
It would be. I would love to see Shorty take a track.
Shorty needs to find something.
Yes. Please do so.
Possibly a keyboard.
Oh boy. Barunda's banned.
Oh no.
Why
Bunta
is
training
this
course.
reality? Okay.
Bunta training course, no Anakin.
Alright, explain this logic to me.
Well, it's just Ben.
No. Explain
Oh.
the best times logic to me. Tourney record, Homura on Ben. Best available pod, Goofbrush on Ben.
I don't know.
Lightning, what'd you do?
Maybe it just reports the second fastest time. I don't know. Is 135.1 really the fastest in tournament? Nobody's done a 134?
Nope. Nobody's done a 134.
Huh.
I mean, it certainly will be done at some point. But I would say it's easier to get a 39 on MGS than to get a 34 on BTC. So it makes sense how it's progressed, I guess.
Yeah, Lightning's right. We shouldn't be doubting Shorty here. He knows the shortest route. Tent or not.
True. I should have considered that before making my assessments. I apologize.
Alright, we had a sync start there, but that was not the start.
Can we have that for the actual start so I don't have to do anything? It'd be great. Yeah, you don't have to call him out like that. Okay, you don't have to call him out as having been in second place at some point.
Uh-huh.
I just noticed that he's actually always been racing against 12. Huh. I don't know how I didn't pay attention to that fact. Okay, so...
Yeah, we should be starting in about 45 seconds.
I am not sure how I feel about the fact that everybody default learns jump strats nowadays. I think there's some value to learning the legacy strats first.
I still haven't really learned jump strats. I can do it, but I'm not comfortable with it yet.
Yeah, that's fair.
I just pretend this track doesn't exist when speedrunning.
That's a solution right there, if I've ever heard one.
I can do the skip though.
There you go.
The rest of the track doesn't exist.
Maybe like 30% of the track exists.
Oh yeah, Ham's right. You can't really know a track well until you do it backwards.
Yeah. I think you should also just for fun mix it up with a completely different like model of the game as well. Just get like bigger tracks for some reason. Just mix it up a little bit.
Wait, was that the actual start?
I believe so. Yes.
Okay. Shorty got a boost started. It's always good to see.
They are both in Canyon at the same time. That's also good to see.
It is so hard to start boosts with an N64 Dreamcast controller.
Ooh, man. You could see the lack of turning in that stick there. Did not make it through that at all. I suspect Belle is probably capable of pulling out a 136. I don't see why not.
Probably. She had the hiccup at the beginning of lap 1. But
also only doing the first jump. If you're only going to do first jump, I would say that you might as well just do legacy strats at that point.
First jump again.
This may be a strategic talk that I need to have with Belle. Okay, 36.93 from Shorty. That's actually not a horrific lap considering the conditions that he's playing in.
Belle lost a boost.
Gonna come in with a 139. There was a lot of mistakes in that run, so I guess that time makes sense. Ooh, just taking out that left engine. I didn't even see the particles. It was just gone.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So that's going to be race 4 and point 4 going to Belle,
I want to
which
see.
means we're on match point.
I want to see Shorty choose something like Scrappers again because that worked so well.
Honestly, maybe even like a run back to Scrappers, but get rid of more pods or something.
Force team though somehow.
APC, okay.
All right, no Sebulba, no Endo. Oh wait.
Oh, that's a temp ban from APC, right?
Oh, okay.
We're getting some more
Belle is-
force spans. Nice.
Yeah.
That's what I like to see. Defensive use of force points.
All right, so Belle banned Ando Prime Centrum, Mongaza Speedweight, Vito's Wild Ride, and Malistaire 100. All right, Shorty has not selected a track yet, but he has selected skips.
I'm going to guess that will not stick around as a selection. That is
Death
my
Rose
guess.
Revenge skips. Oh boy.
Oh no! Don't take
man.
away the condition. Come on. Dang it. All right. So we got Death Rose Revenge. Really? My 206.9 is still turning record? That's kind of surprising. Hopefully I get to actually pick DR this year. I would like to.
Yeah.
Nate, don't take notes about that. I want to pick DR. Don't use this against me.
Just grind it for hours. It'll be fine.
Yeah. Just get consistent mid 206s and it's fine.
Learn the skip.
There you go. But which one? Which one, King Team?
Oh wait, is there more than one skip?
Well, there's the older one, right, where you just cut across that like first tube, and then there's the bigger one, the mega cut, where it like goes across the entire first half of the track.
Yeah. You got to learn the mega cut.
And if you're gonna do that, then you're gonna be using 2420 bulls. So have fun.
Has that been done? Actually.
Yeah. So I have a fast lap with Ben, and I have a 3-lap time that is bulls because bulls has an easier time doing it.
I thought I hadn't seen it done before. I thought the out of bounds timer would get you no matter what.
It does not always get you. It's just very, very difficult.
Oh, okay.
So
that's good to know.
yeah. So my bulls time, I want to say it's like a minute 50 or something, but it's 2420 bulls, so it's just awful.
Yikes. That does sound awful.
Yeah, no, to Yam's point, the big skip, if you had nose down bound on like a button, then it's like free on console. Well, specifically like new gen or N64, because the nose up is just so much more powerful that you don't need to get magic powers to fly across there with Ben. Is this okay? This is not the restart. Okay, I got a bit mixed up on my timing. I was like, is Shorty just not restarted?
The countdown hasn't finished yet.
Yeah. Yeah, that one's on me. Okay.
It would be really great for someone to use Switch in a tournament match, just so that they can do this giant skip.
Am I allowed to switch platforms mid-race or mid-match?
I'm
Like,
pretty
can I
sure that's
play on-
not in the rules. I don't think we have a rule against it.
Yes. I say no. Oh wait, come on.
You have to do it,
Oh.
but you have to do it before the countdown runs out. So you have to be pretty quick about switching. All right, off we go.
I did it slightly too long. Dang it.
Belle taking shorter out, which is lower out, which is optimal because of the fast terrain.
I feel like I somehow managed to make it worse. Oh well, I'm just gonna leave it. Yeah, the fast train is it's so close to pointless, but it's not pointless, so you still do it anyways.
Yep.
You only ever get like 30 speed out of it.
All right,
But
Belle
it is
finishing up the lap.
Oh! Wow, that was
man.
violent. Oh, I thought we were gonna see some first person
Yep.
flying for a second.
On that jump, you have to choose if you're going to land short or fly the distance.
And
if you're in between, you die like that.
yeah, Belle did not commit to an answer.
Yep.
Okay.
All right,
I
Shorty
don't.
finished lap 1.
Yeah, it doesn't look like this pick is gonna work out as well as Scrappers, unfortunately.
Nope.
So more than
This track
likely,
is
this will be
chaotic
the
stuff.
match. Ooh.
It would have been really cool to see something like Mongaza track favorite, though.
I would have quite enjoyed that, although Belle was vehemently denying Mongaza for a while.
This is true. So that wasn't gonna work.
Team To on MGS, having played it, is just not fun. It's just not fun.
Team To
What
is
can
just
I
not
say?
fun.
He really isn't. There's
His
nothing
boost is
interesting
so
about him.
slow. He has, I
He's-
think, the second worst boost in the game.
It's down there. I don't remember
It's really
exactly
bad.
what rank it is, but it is really
It's 190. Anyway, Belle is about to finish here.
Yep. And the lowest is 180 by Sebulba, I believe. Sorry, 185. I think.
This time Belle did the jump.
221. Interesting. All right, so that is going to be the match there. So Belle has moved
Wait, does
on.
Shorty not know about the shortcut here?
I don't think he does. He's been taking the full roundabout way the whole time. Okay, now let's just hope that he beats Odie. That's what I want to see. Okay, he's past Odie. Will he hold his lead? Can he get a boost out on this straight? Okay. All right.
Almost done here.
Come on. I think he's got it. Flying into the finish.
Oh, nice.
Beats Odie. That's what I like to see.
097.
All right.
057. Cool. All right, Belle, you've been in here for a minute.
I have, yes. I was waiting for the race to finish.
Glad you didn't say anything.
I took 2 deaths on every single race this match. I'm consistently bad.
No.
No, you took 3 deaths on the first track, I think.
Did I?
Mama wins, huh?
Hello, Shorty.
Hello.
So how are we feeling?
Man, I would love to continue more on Star Wars racing tournaments.
Well, the good news is you can do it all the time. You kind of have to if you want to get good.
Yep.
Yeah, you can just play, get better at the game, and we have the tournament every year, so you'll have plenty of time to be prepared for next year's tournament. This match did unfortunately knock you out of the bracket. So we won't be seeing any in-tournament races, but you can always do practice matches against people if they are interested.
I could do
This is true.
practice tournaments with people.
Like individual matches, we have the ability. You can just like chat, like you can ask them, like, "Hey, we want to do a match with me," and we have that built into Bado that you can do a practice match.
Oh, a practice match? Sure.
Yeah. So if that's something that you want to do, you can reach out to people whenever you're interested and have time, and you can
It looks
probably
like
find
I'm
somebody.
eliminated for the tournament.
Yeah. Yeah. This was the losers side of the bracket, so you have been eliminated, but I would say
can
that
join.
for being first tournament, being really new right before the tournament, I would say you did pretty good.
Yeah.
Am I the only one who plays Star Wars Racing on the N64 when it comes to tournaments?
Yeah, nobody has done it before.
Yeah, you're the first person to do it on the N64, emulated or not.
What's the most popular platform that everyone plays Star Wars on?
PC. PC has mods. PC has customizable FPS. It just has advantages there.
Yeah, and you can charge your boost with a button, so there's no struggle to get it out on a joystick.
Oh.
Which is why 2 of the highest players in the game play on a controller and a flight stick. Yes.
Star Wars Episode 1 Racing.
Yep.
On the PC, huh?
Mm-hmm. You can get it through Steam or GOG. Not that we're sponsored to say that. It's just reality.
and it's like $10.
Something in that order. It depends on when you get it. I've seen it be on sale for like $2 before.
Yeah. I'll admit, I was a little bit surprised you took me to some of the longer tracks. Like Andover Mountain Run, that's normally a race that favors, somebody who crashes less and has more experience taking better lines.
And the Scrappers Run pick actually kind of worked out for Shorty.
Shorty was ahead at the end of lap 1.
Yeah, he won lap 1. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, when I took 2 deaths on lap 1.
Yep.
Yep. So that was a very good pick.
That was a fun pick. I know Bowles and Mars were both available, but it's like, if I have a chance to race with Beto, I'm gonna race with Beto.
Okay, Zelaskalar.
Alvar Beto is a fun pod, and I will stand up for him.
I agree.
Yeah, no, I don't dislike the man. He's fun.
Shorty, we were interested in your controller. Are you using an N64 controller?
Yes, I am.
Like an original one, or
The emulator N64 controller.
Okay. Wow, that does not sound like a easy way to play the game. Having played on N64 for the majority of the years of my life that I played this game, not the hours of playing the game, but years of my life, I can tell you that it's a lot more fun nowadays. Playing not on that control.
Well, I think it's really fun back then, but it's more of a challenge, and it's not speedrunning optimal by any means.
Yeah, no, certainly not.
But
all I gotta do if I want to do tournament again, I could what's the tournament scheduling?
Uh-huh.
Alright.
Okay.
So, yeah.
How are you feeling about your future matches, Belle? Now that you've moved on to the next one, actually, who do you face next?
You are going up against Lilac. Yep.
Ooh.
Yeah. That's going to be an interesting match. I think I have the advantage there, but also Lilac has more tournaments experience than I do.
It could be.
Yeah. It's not going to be a 5-0, I don't think.
I would be very surprised if it was 5-0.
Yeah.
But I also would say that you're favored on paper.
Yeah. It's like I'm not gonna lie and say I'm not, but it's gonna be a fun match. I'm looking forward to it.
Yes, that should be fun. Speaking of matches, we do currently have one other one that's on the schedule, which is for next Thursday. It's Nacho versus Harold. They're two very different players. Very
It's gonna be
different.
a very interesting match.
You have Nacho, who has been around for many tournaments, has a lot of time doing various categories and things in the game, and just knows how to do good tournament match picks. Versus Harold, who this is his first year in tournament, he is a very strong player when it comes to the IL scene. So he's able to pick up a track and get a top 2 to 5 time very quickly.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have nearly the experience, so he's got a lot less consistency than Nacho, but way more speed. So that's one of my favorite style of matchups right there, because either one can take it.
Yeah, it'll be crazy.
Consistency
Unfortunately,
versus
that's like
aggression,
a
you
week
mean?
away.
Yeah, it is a question of consistency versus speed, right? Like who's gonna win out?
Usually
A lot of
those
times,
matches,
historically, it's consistency.
Yeah, usually those matches trade points a lot.
Yep. Especially when it comes to like break serves, because the person with less consistency might just lose, but they also can just beat the other person on their pick.
Mhm.
Be very entertaining. So yeah, we still have a lot more pod racing to be done for this tournament. We're really just getting things heated up here. I hope everybody had a good time watching today. Again,
Apologies for no
GG on the
sound.
win, Bell.
Thank you.
And GG's on the this being your first tournament, Shorty. I hope we will see you again for next year's tournament.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to more matches against you.
Yep,
I
stick
could
around.
join again this year.
Not this year, no. Next year.
But we can
Also-
show you. Yeah, I can show you how to do practice matches.
Yeah, I guess
Yep.
I'm banned for a tournament this year, and I'll
Well,
have
not
to wait next year.
banned. You're just you're not banned. You're just you're
Eliminated,
eliminated.
So I'm eliminated for a tournament for this year, but I have to wait next year.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, we can do
Next
unofficial matches in the
year,
Discord, and then next year we'll have another shot.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All
right,
right.
well-
So I'll see you guys next year.
Yeah. Guess while we're wrapping this up, just wanted to say thank you, King Bean, for signing up for commentary at this lovely hour of the evening.
You too. It's not
thank
even
you.
midnight for me yet. It's not even 11.
It's about to be 1 a.m. and I'm gonna wake up at 5:30 a.m.
Oh boy.
Oh no! Pod racing takes priority. We know this.
That's right.
It's okay. Everything's fine. Thank you, Belle and Shorty, for the great match. It was quite fun to commentate. I appreciate everybody who watched the match, and of course, a big shout out to SpeedGaming for letting us host this tournament on their channel on a yearly basis for many years, and hopefully many more years to come.
Yeah, this is the 6th year that SpeedGaming has
Yep.
been having this.
Many years.
Been good fun. Again, if you're interested, we have that next match scheduled for next Thursday, so hopefully we'll see you then.
Yep. May the force be with you.